Wow. Void. Why is void? Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Why is the voicing not working? We love it when it doesn't work. Lip sync on. There we go. How are you? Hello. Hello. The game music is getting loud now. Could put it to like 2%. How we doing? Hi Kirby. Hi Kirby. Yeah, don't worry about it. I thought I'd go earlier because I was like, I can set things up while it's going live, and also it can run the ad before we get live. So now we made it go live 10 minutes early. It's just also to like stop it from like going ads straight in as we go in. So for some reason, that's how Twitch AdWords work. If anyone knows how to fix that, I will love you forever, and I will cherish you in a ball. Okay, you'll be in my ball, and I'll go, yes, good pet. Anyway, we're back on compression. Yesterday we did a bit of belt production, but we had to move the farm. Today, so ignore the nightbot. The nightbot, the nightbot ad arriving is incorrect now, because the ads have already rolled. So you shouldn't have any. You shouldn't have double ads. Absolutely should not have double ads. So ignore the nightbot. But yeah, we're back. We're gonna play some compression. We are in the main menu. But I thought I'd just chit chat, sort of get the energy just ready to go, and just sort of hype it up, hype up, hype up. But yeah, we got a few things done yesterday. We got the belt production line started, but then we had to move it. But that's a good thing. So moving it is sort of practicing things. This is a thing. Like the pack is not made to just like do these things. So it is what it is. So as you can see, well, this morning just before stream, I set this up. I said I was probably gonna debate about setting it up. It took about 2 minutes to set up. I've shortened it. It's not necessary to make it 5 wide. So it's shortened. We've got the long vault now. We've also made sure that the vault and the deposit system works as intended. So it goes here. I think that's one too low. Well, good thing I checked that. That should have. But yeah, we're gonna move this. Of course, it just doesn't want to move to the right angle. I love it when that happens. I really do love it when that happens. The if it takes around, wait a second. I think I'm just cursed. That should have worked. There we go. Fix. For some reason, just I didn't want to do it. Thank you. Let's move this. Should be in line with this gantry here. So if you look at this face, left click, repeat. Oh, okay. That's important, yeah. But yeah, so I made another one of these. Chances are we might make 2 of these, but for now we've got one. We've got one. What we need is kind of producing few materials. We need to do some logic. We may butcher this, It just does nothing. Oh, okay, fair enough. But yeah, we need to do the logic of this, so it's basically it'll send out when the thing is. So we need to make a threshold switch. We need to put the threshold switch over here. But yeah, because this is so small, we may move this eventually. Obviously, because we've got a bit of dead space here, so we could in fact move this one along, like right across here, and make another one. So we could have two going at once, which could be the exciting bit. But for now, we're running the it's like my no rotation mod. True. Yeah, we will. At the moment, we'll run the one farm. If we need to make another farm, we've got the space to make another one right here, and we can just sort of filter it into this here. But now we've got enough. You know, we've got enough space to make another one should we need. But yeah, I mean, we could literally make space for another one. But yeah, for now we'll run the one, see how it gets on. If we need to make more, we can make more. For now, we need to make the threshold switch and start moving into the next production line. So I had messaged JJ, who won't be here today. Sadly, JJ won't be streaming today. They need to revise. They have a test coming up, as we do as well over here. I have a test coming up, but it's not for a couple of weeks now, and then it's Easter break and then it's test. But yeah, I had a word with JJ, and essentially we compromised because I said, you know, there's no logical way of doing it at the moment, and I'd rather not do spaghetti. And I know that we will eventually have to spaghettify, but this is just easier. It hurts my brain when I see things. So yeah, at the moment we're currently in the process of just doing that, making it all look pretty. I just like making cases. There we go. So there you go. That looks a bit better. Just wanted to make it look pretty. But yeah, today is just a... Why? Why is that looking like that? Why does sheet metal look like this? This is very confusing. I'm looking at this. This is a texture. Okay, I think the textures might be broken. Open dark mode, create legacy copper, Tetra GUI. Architect's palette. I don't see. For some reason it is bulk today. Maybe relogging will fix that issue. But yeah, as of currently, we have got the setup as such. So we've got the vines going in at the moment. So we've got 72 vines. We need to make the threshold switch now, which will essentially say if farm not full, then do this. So that's what we do now. Mega Fop already? Shaking my head in disappointment. Good morning, Reese. How are you doing? Well, it's afternoon actually, technically, but yeah. Right, let's have a look at the threshold. Threshold switch. So this is one here. Okay. I've looked at it. I think I can understand what I need to do. Detected feed farm leak. 286. It's over there, alright, it's so nice. Doing well, no hearing cute voices? Well, I'm glad you're having a good day. Maybe the wall vibrating. It's pretty hard. I thought the wall vibrated, maybe not. Here as well. Very strange. I mean, this looks nice, don't get me wrong, it's a nice texture. The texture seems to be a bit strange. I have no idea why it's looking like that. Right, so we want it to look like that, and then that's not how we do it. Oh. I can work this out. Right, so go down. Where's this one? So we need a kelp. Kelp? We need a yeah. We need to grab a vine very quickly. Yeah, good to hear you're doing okay, doing good. I think that's my knee. My knee's just jiggling. So I think there's a truck outside, but it's not. It's just my knee, and my left knee's. It's like jittery a little bit. I've never got strong knees. Like a little bit of a backstory for Jess. So a few years ago, this was like 5 years ago now, but I injured my left knee. Smack it into a climbing caliber. So it's like a metal caliber you do clips into. So because I used to be climbing it, and I smacked it into my left knee, and since then, yeah, it's just not. I mean, if to doctors they say, hey, this if it hurts, just come back later. Which is like, well, no, it doesn't hurt. I can't walk technically. Sometimes it will give way and stuff like that. Right, so where does this go first of all? So redstone and a thing, right? Okay. Holy shit! 10 street, let's go! Celebration! It's a Kiki. It is a Kiki. Kiki is doing good today. 114. Let's go. Getting those streaks up. I believe this is facing that way. Okay, so I believe that's here, if I'm not mistaken. This is all threshold switches. There's no cobblestone here. But where's that threshold switch? Okay, well, let's look at this one. Where does this one go? Logic. Yeah, rub it in this bitch. Well, Kiki will get there eventually. You know, give it time. Okay, but I don't see. Maybe there's some logic elsewhere? I might be being blind. All this is the same logic. All this is the same logic. I don't see. Don't see the logic for that. I am probably blind. Where is that logic? Okay. Barrel. I wonder if that's that. Because that's the barrel for that. That is my guess. So... I don't see any logic, but I could go around here and check if it's not around here somewhere. That's a barrel as well. Fault. Oh, it looks like a skeleton died and caused a bit of a backlog. There's no stockpile switches here. Not yet, we haven't set one up here. I don't think we really need to worry about stockpile switches. Because we're kind of using them as we go along, so I don't think we need the one for that one. Essentially, we want it to say, if this is not full, keep doing it. That's all we need it to do. We need it to go, if this is not full, do this. Because redstone logic be fun. So... I think... hang on. The frequency 1, frequency item to set, item to replace. Frequency 1. I think that's how it works. I could not, I'm not sure. And then frequency 2 should be like so. Let's give this a try. If this works, did you on the first? Yeah, if this works, then it means we're genius. Doesn't means we probably fucked up. I think that shouldn't. Right, okay, so that should work as that, to my knowledge. And that shouldn't stop. But let's give that a try. So that should be not moving currently. It's currently not sending. I don't know how to use this. Hang on. Fresh. Hold. Fill the lower containers. Maybe it needs to be on this side. So we want it 90%. I'm so confused, but is it this way? So what is that? Is it frequency 2 then maybe it's that way. Not currently on. How is this vertical? Why is that not lighting up? But I can work this out. So blue on the volt. That's correct. So why is that going wrong? So if we do it like this. This should. Maybe I'm doing something wrong with redstone link. Redstone. Okay. So redstone links can be transmit signals wirelessly. To receive. Okay. Right, okay, I got it. I am a genius. And is that receive mode on the bottom? Or is that send on the bottom? Let me just check. think there's a way you set it. But it's working. So send. I think. Receive? 286. That's over there. Somebody else's farm. Not mine. Maybe we need a separate power source for this. The current is still wants to. Okay, so we need it to go in. What about here? Let's try to work out how this works. Because this vault is not full. Unless it's send and receive. Let's have a look. That's a receiving signal, so it's the other way around. That's also bit of a difficult one. What if I go and do send, so is that gonna work? That seems to work just fine. Just without the thing, so. That when that moves we're about 100. We want it to stop there. That is percent. I should be keep on looking at the pond though, don't I? hold switch. When the inventory exceeds but then I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I mean, they seem to work. So maybe I have no idea how it worked. So for now, we'll just leave it as is. Then when we need to, we send and receive. Why is that now stopping? I'm just trying to figure out why this now. It is. Maybe we need another redstone link here. Okay, there we go, that's better. There we go. So that should always be on. So at a certain point, this needs to turn off. Right, so this. Now that's going out. Ah, okay, that's also annoying. I think I can fix this problem. We need to try and set this up properly. Alright, okay, so first of all we want The only way to do it. Not sure about this one. Yeah. Hang on, there's a way to do this. Why can't that not be a thing? Okay, I can figure this out. It's an easy fix, I'm just being dumb. So what about this way? Might need another vertical, you know. I'm being dumb. Bastard. Just quiet? No, I'm just thinking. I think this just doesn't work for it to be connected to this power source. Don't think I'm quiet. Let me just check my mic. No, getting good volume. Weird. No, I'm just I am just generally trying to work this out. Because I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do about it, but it's really frustrating. Okay, let's try this. Also, well, that streaks. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. But then... how many things? That's worked out nice. Ooh. Yummy. 150, 15 buyers. Yeah, I don't think this works for what we have. Because the problem is we need to do this because also there's no other way to do it. Like, I'm not being serious. I'm being deadly serious. There is no other way. So the way to do it is that. And that is the way we're gonna have to go. Veggies, beans, bacon, cheese. Ooh. That's a nice one. So now this shouldn't absolutely should be going the wrong direction. This needs to just turn on and off. But I don't know why it doesn't want to do that. So it should be going back and forth. But it's not. I'm gonna check it one more time. The threshold switch here is for receive. And that's in there, and that's in there. But where is this? Where is that? Frequency 2. I need to find where frequency 2 is. For that specific signal. That's as is, that's as is, okay. Looking for that redstone signal in here, it's going to be a bit of a maze. Because I don't see it anywhere else. Where is that frequency? Well, I don't think it matters too much because we can just set it to the same frequency. The gearbox. Oh, it's unfortunate we can't move that back. Turn it set to receive. Right. Hmm. Sorry, I'm just still working out how logic fucking works. Because I have not done the logic, so I'm just trying to work it out. And you don't learn without doing nothing, so I'd rather do it. Okay, so it's one of the two, so let's have a look. Right, so currently it's switched off. That's because the threshold of that one is currently switched off. So as soon as that one moves, that one moves. And I think that's fine because obviously the current threshold is there is no more vines at the moment. It's, I'm gonna reload the pack. Don't know why it's having that issue of logging. The textures seem so weird. I need to fix them. So the second that needs to move, we do it. That's all we need to do. If I find the frequency and I know how to do it, then I'll do it. But the why? Why? I'm so confused. Resource, I think. Cereals, cereals. Let's see if I fix this button. Was this on yesterday and I just didn't notice? Might have been the case that I just didn't notice this yesterday. Maybe this is a bug. Ha! Huh. Okay, this is an interesting issue. What in the daylight is censoring? On. That's awful. Why is that looking like that? See if I can fix it somehow. I mean, I kind of like the green. The green's nice, actually. What's this block? What's going on top? Vertical slabs. Oh, there's a fucking blitz. Rude. Just now? Yeah, this keeps spawning here. Yeah. Apparently, well, the thing is, we're gonna be getting rid of him. I say we. I'm not involved. I'm thinking that JJ. That's good stuff, right? Trying to see. Where is that? Oh, it's a bit of a. So it's a bit of bias spoilers destruction, I'm sure. That's your pain. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that working. Okay. One of these will fix the problem. Why? Why is it having to this shit? I think it's. Oh. Is that gonna work? Why is the texture is now weird? Why is it only for this one? Especially because they're kind of avoidant. Yeah, especially. I want to see how much it's kind of bow and arrow. And just ping the fuckers. There's a farm leak. Let's go solve this farm leak problem. I don't think it's us. I think there's somebody else. Let's go have a look. No, we don't want to TP. I thought it would give you an issue. Is it somewhere in our base? Let's go look. No. Oh, let's go look. 28668. 28668. It's this way. Because at least if somebody's farm is broken, we can give them notice. Grade 6 is very far away. Hey Buzzer. I've got a texture problem. I'll show you in a minute, but I've got a texture problem. And I don't know how to fix. It's not like a mod pack issue. It is I've pressed a button and then I cannot fix said thing. It is a problem with architecture blocks. Architecture sheet metal is like currently really balked for me. At least not something I messed up this time. Exactly. Yeah, so currently there's an issue where I'm going too far. 26, 68. I'm trying to find who base is having an issue. Z is 273. So it's this way. But yeah, I'm currently having an issue where if the sheet metal will come up as a different texture. You'll see it in a minute. I'm just quickly finding out where this farm leak is and gonna send a screenshot to whoever farm is having issues. I think it was that white base we passed a wee while back. A cute little picture. Ah, the lead farm. Lead boulders. Lead farm? Lead boulders. It is this one. Somebody who lives here. Hoops live here. Wait a sec. Is this? Yeah. Okay, so I was just getting a farm leak issue. I was like, oh, is it our base now? And I was just making sure there wasn't like lag coming from our base. So let's double check. But yeah. I don't know if you can see that. It shouldn't look like that. At least not from a far distance. Yeah. You can call the elevator down. In fact, most of the blocks are having this issue, and it's only architecture pattern. Don't what? I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm confused. Oh, I see what you mean. It's like a giant peen. Yeah, I kind of did build it like that. But yeah, look. For some reason, it's thinking it's concrete. It doesn't. It doesn't. Obviously, especially with the texture board, especially. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can see it for yourself, Baza. This is supposed to be sheet metal. Look, and I've tried like breaking it and replacing it down. No, the texture still stays the same. I wonder if it stays if it's in a different location. Yeah, it stays the same in a different location. What the fuck? This is a very strange issue. Reference. Here is my resource. This should be on the bottom. If I do it like this. Because I must have pressed a button and then it's since then had this issue. We started off with like quartz brick. Yeah. Very strange. How did that make it even worse? I have no idea. I was gonna say something. Yeah. What if you press F3 and A? Toll void thingy. You should DM it to me, Kiki, and then I'll laugh at it, and nobody will ever know. Well, maybe I think people will know. It's funny. You know the Palm Lake, the 80 F3T. This is an interesting bug or interesting resource. Show me the bad stuff, would you? Yeah. Fun stuff is done, by the way. I wanted to try. I'm showing bars at this issue currently. Ah! Oh, it's even worse. Hello, Rishika. What is this? Uh... No, you're not allowed to know, Reese. What is this? What is going on? Game restart? Yeah, I might have to game restart. That is odd. Anyway, here is the vine farm. Please take screenshots. Yes. Screenshots are requested here. Needs to see this. F1. F2. That's perfect. Yeah. I'm thinking of adding 2 or 3 in here. I tried to do the threshold. You'll never know where this goes to. You'll never know. But currently it doesn't do anything else. I kind of had to do a little bit of janky setup here. This is kind of jank. I'll figure out logic if you want. When in your own time, honey, you do need to revise today. But yeah, when you in your own time, yeah, that'd be great. Cause yeah, right. Game restart. Let's see if this fixes the problem. If it doesn't, then this is a very interesting bug that we've discovered. How? I do not know. But yeah, so the shaft on the left is a little janky. Out but it's a bit janky at the moment. But I'm thinking of doing 3 vine farms because now it's compressed down. We could do 1, 2, 3, and literally have like a mega vine farm. We could even stack it on top of each other. It's technically possible. But the thing is, we have to then create a space to make the gantry go through. So that's the only problem. So that is possible. It's very fun. What do you want? You're hungry? Well, what if my brain hears shaft and goes, "Oh, she's talking about the giant cock." Giant cock, Kiki. It's a giant penis. I get it. Kiki's like, "Don't burn me to us." It has to be the streamer, doesn't it? Has to be the streamer. I have the nerve to say it. No, I'm joking. You're okay. I like chickens too. Yeah. Right. Will it balk? Let's find out. If not, if it doesn't, then something went. Maybe the pack started off incorrectly. But if it does, still stay the same. It fixed it. The reload fixed it. Yeah, you can't see it at the moment, but it fixed it. That was okay. I'm gonna send that. I will still send that to Tsuneki, but yeah, the whole that is a strange break. That is a strange break. I will take a screenshot. So this is after reload, and there you go. I'll send it over. Unbind the HTTP junk. Oh. I do not know. You can still go into E and do it that way. But yeah, this currently. So let's be. I'm currently thinking we could move it when once this starts working and we got a good amount. We could make more of these on the line, and we could make more gantries, or we could make a way to try and fit this in the middle. Don't know how it would work. I think there is a way you can move and have it go across. I think that's the way we could do it. But yeah, this has no purpose. This doesn't need to be here actually. Okay. It should only be left and right. But currently it's off. And we got a smart observer and we have 115. The next up is to do the next part of that. So if we're going to have our ways. Somebody is in a mood today. Not that I complain. No, don't apologize. Don't apologize. Don't apologize. You're completely within your right. Kiki's like, I'm sorry. Just don't do this to me. And I'm like, no, I would never do it to you. Just turn it on. Involve flicking a lever. Oh, this is we're pushing some buttons. Maybe. Maybe. I do like pushing buttons. Yeah, you do. You do. Somebody's in a very excitable mood today. And I do not mind that. But yeah, it currently has it's a bit of a janky setup. I don't think it needs to go. I think this is pointless. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we need it to be there. Because turn it on wirelessly is better. That's true. That is true. You know, the ability to just turn it on and off wirelessly. I'll go eat bread. Go eat bread. Yeah, detract from the horniness before Reese's. There's a switch here. Stonage. Didn't say so today. Well, that is good. We have discussed this. And Reese has to be say so now. Reese can no longer have any lewdness in this chat. And he's banned. He's banned from having lewd thoughts. So we've set that up. Next up is taking the pipes. The screams for some CZ. Teasing. No, please. Kirby, I would advise not. If I mean, you can tease me. I would just not advise teasing Reese. You are digging yourself a hole, honey. So belt. Quiet me, rubber. So we need 3 outputs. into this. We need the vine output, the kelp input, and the water input. So we need a way to input the water. I'm gonna try and visualize this. So currently we have the vault here. So the belt is gonna come through to here, this side. Oh, the egg is on. This is just a placeholder, just until I figure this out. So, belt. Oh, hi, Nagy. You just missed it. It was so bulky. So, I've discovered a thing. So it's fixed now. But architecture palette. Yeah. If you ever touch resource packs, it balked. It basically went. I can show you the screenshot. In fact, I can bring it up. I have the screenshot on me. All the texture blocks were gobbled up. Where was screenshots for this pack? Let's find it. I'm just grabbing window sharing and doing it that way. And there was no issue with anything else. It had to be a full restart of the pack. Screenshots. Window capture. Currently can't see nothing because I haven't set it up here. And hi, Niagi back. Yeah, Niagi here. Rare occasion. I'm joking. She'll smite me for that. It just gets struck by lightning in the next few seconds, you'll see. Okay. So if I go to here. Why is it not working? Why is this not capturing? The thing's on fire! The thing's on fire! Okay. Okay, hang on. Okay, let me find it. I think that for that reason, rubs aren't getting removed now. Yeah. Wait, why is this not? That was me. Yeah. I think it needs to be an image. Oh yeah, image.exe is not working. That works. If I go to here. Yeah, it was because I said it was a rare occasion, but yeah. There we go. Got it. Why is this so large? Why is this so large? I draw it. That's fine. There you go. So that's what we were having issues with. It looked like this. It also looked green. It also looked concrete. It also looked like the void. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how I felt. It is a very strange issue. Who's isn't Smitty by Nagy, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's Smitty by copy and JJ, so yeah. Ah. um, but yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen a texture issue like that in ages. Yeah. It's fixed now. Still good, but yeah, it was very strange. And now I try and make belts. This is just a test. Currently trying to... Oh, it needs to be this way anyway. Because then we can then multi-power it to do the work. So we've got the water inputting from one way. So pretend this is connected for now. So this would go into here. The line would go along here. The belt would go into here. And then go round. The only problem there is we'd have to pipe it in somewhere. So we might have to do what we did on the bottom floor. Do you remember that one, Yaki? Do you remember what we did there? Oh, look, there's a thing we can do with pipes. And that's this. Piping it from the top. Agony. But it works. It does in fact work. We can... So we could pipe it in there, and then we could have the kelp, the vines go left into here, filter into here, and then we can have the same thing go into here. That works. Waking up. No, that's true. I know you're such a. But you love my belt idea. Okay. Shall we actually test if this works? Fuck. Shit. Don't do that. Oh god. I did not realize this would happen. Hurry, quickly! Quickly! Hurry up! Pipe it in! Quickly! We did it. Right, okay. I might need to get some water buckets. It's a tiny bit waterlogged, you see. Just a tiny bit, you know? There is a slight issue here. It's a tiny bit of a solution, you know? Tiny bit, you know? Nothing's going wrong. We don't have buckets? Do we have a bucket? Let me do it. There we go. I was gonna say we have a bucket. Yes, the logic is you shouldn't be able to press with the pipe in. You could make a fluid press. That'd be cool. Imagine fluid press exists. You'll be able to pipe it in from the set side and it just goes. Cool. But for now, I just pop it in there. I think that's the last of the problem. I think I could be wrong. I am indeed wrong. I need to get a water elevator out of it until I can quickly fix this problem. Nothing went wrong. It's just a design aesthetic, you know? Just a design. Let me in! I think we need a second elevator over this way. Keep jumping over the side over there. There. There we go. And the evidence has gone away as if it was never here to begin with. Okay, so if we find torches in the thing, we know where that is, why that's the case. Okay. Is this all full? No. Okay. Jess? What is that pipe you're doing? It was a temporary scoliosis. Yeah, scoliosis. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean I'm trying? What do you mean I'm trying to water my pipes and I'm getting it wrong? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Yeah, shit does have scoliosis. So I think this should have no issue. Oh, Jesus Christ, hurry, hurry. There we go, I'm done. That's better. Okay. Relax. We need to have the mechanical pump very quickly in here. Speed run. Okay, done. Mmm. Mmm. Okay, well, we've got that in. Lift going down. Doors opening, not. So just letting you know, that JJ had to deal with this scoliosis problem. You know, the whole concept of my brain is just a mess. You know, JJ's been having to deal with this for a wee while, and you wonder where JJ's gone today. Okay, JJ is revising. JJ needs to revise for big test. Oh, really? I did not know they did that. Okay. There we go. Look at all this. It works. Ish. I mean, are we out of water? I don't know. It's just taking a while. It's taking a little while, but it's okay. We have a pipe. Bear in mind, this is the first line. This is the first line of production. This might be a bit low. This might be a bit low, chat. Oh, what do we do in this situation? I think we're going to have to pipe it the other way around. Because this needs to raise by 1. Because we can't funnel it in otherwise. Yeah, I mean, like this setup is nowhere near perfect. I'm just trying to see if it works with the concept with line, then another line, and such and so forth. Because this is just a tiny smidge of this situation. This might even need to move over this way, and then we have a vault here eventually. We love the automation. Create automation is lovely. Let me out. And yell at the elevator, just let me out. We are at 129 vines. That is temporary until we get rubber. Where is... I was just coming down here for something. Belts. These belts.
Hello, motherfucker.
Congratulations, you shrunk my titties. You thought it would enlarge them? You're wrong. You have to try again. Oh. Oh, we're gonna need loads of brass funnels. Oh no! No, not brass funnels. Where is the andesite? I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm severely dumb. I feel like I have no brain cells today. Was that the crying emote? You crying because you don't have the mega form? Stole them all, munch. Yeah. Yeah, you munching on my items. Yeah. That makes sense. I kid. Let's go out. Run gaily towards the elevator. That was a failed run gaily. I shall go up. Sheep. Yes. Okay, the problem I see here is it might not work. So we need to do it that way. I think it needs to funnel? I think? Is this all done now? Right. It's like a... It's a bit of waste of water, but they do it now. So... No, it's supposed to be like this. So if we did it this way, it should explode. There'll be no exploding. Well, actually, that's a lie. There is a lot of explosions in my chat. Here's a tragedy. I think I might need to move the pipe. Gonna give it a try. I think that should be alright. So we have the water coming in, like so. Hmm. Hmm. Just, Katie! It's a Katie. Hi, Katie. How are you? Hope you're well. We are in compression, and I'm sort of melting people's minds with my setups. But this is purely a visionary sort of thing, and I have a creator board, but this is not it's not set up exactly the way it's been set. The creator board. I'm also good. The lag. There we go. The doors seem to be dooring. But yeah, it's good to see you, Katie. How are you doing? I think I need to have some more shots. So I need cogs. Somebody's gonna scream at me. Use the chain drive, Jess. Use the chain drive. I'm going to respond. That's true. I could use the chain drive, but I'm currently testing things out, seeing what works best. Been okay, slightly drained out. Took a lot today. Hasn't been better. That's true. What did you get up to today? Obviously, you don't have to tell us, but I'm curious. Why was the day so draining? I hope everything was all good. You know, I hope there was no issues whatsoever. Okay, so the only problem is we're gonna have to connect it up. Would that work? I don't know if I'm being dumb here. That works. Classes, doctor appointment, groceries, play with baguettes, 5 minutes, grab dinner. Yeah, valid. That is complete valid. So we just need 2 cogs here. I think that will rotate this way though. I need to double check. Might need to use that gear shift finally. Again, this is just to see, okay, so this pelt pipes into here, and then we have a line of these going to here, and then it's going into there, and then it's going to where. And don't forget, we also have to pipe in the kelp from here to go to here, to then smelt the kelp, to then essentially then bulk smelt it into the vault, and then we combine it. But this is just to like lay it out and see, is this gonna work? Yes or no? Is this correct? We are looking for cogs, which I would put a bit more. I have a crafting table down in the middle. The amount of crafting tables this base has, you just won't. You will go like 2 minutes and then you'll see another one, and that is because I need them, and I need until I have AA2. I need to have some way of finding my system. Okay. So the good news is it's going the right way that way. But it's not going the right way this way. Is there a way to fix that? Would a vertical fix this? Because a vertical, if I voted say... hang on. We might try it, might not work. Would a vertical work? I mean, it works. But then it has the same issue here. Need to find some sort of solution to this. Oh, it turned into a gearbox. Interesting. So, how do we do this? We need the gear shift, which we do not have. I'm going to try gear shifting it and see if that works. I feel like we're overcompensating here. I wonder if a change right. Let's give it a quick check, see if a change drive will fix the problem. Okay, that works. Then that's still going this way. So we just need a... Yep, those are words. I mean, the setup is a bit janky. I'm sure there's a way to refine it, but this is to say, okay, you do this. So that will be like this. I mean, we could pipe it in underneath, because we have room to. Currently, we're just testing to see if it works. So that pipes in correctly. We just need the vertical one here. We need some way of changing the rotation there. This is probably really janky and really horrible and really painful to watch. And I'm sorry. Sometimes I need to figure this out without looking at any ponders and without tips, because I'd rather learn than be told, right, that's incorrect, and then having to be fixing it all. But yeah, where is shift? Clutch could be the answer, but I don't think it will be. There are probably very easy solutions to this, but since we have a clutch, you can see if that works. Yep. And then we need a tunnel, maybe, because currently there is only a way to funnel it from one side to the other. I thought we had way more funnels, by the way. Did we only just have one? That might have been the case. This is my dumb chest. where I dump all the things I don't need. I need everything else. Oh, we had 3 funnels, okay. We need 1. Okay, we need a tunnel if I'm not mistaken. Let's give this a try. You know what I would like to see? I'm sure this is what it does with the ponder. One thing I wanted to see if it did was I wonder if like Kuwait will do it one day. Is a way to do like tunneling like you do in airport terminals. I mean the way you do this is you filter it like that, so that way it just doesn't spit out. No way to seal it, sadly. So can I take a little nap? No worries. Enjoy nap. This might be a little long. We might extend it a little bit. We're gonna continue making some Crescent Nightmare. I'm pretty sure there is a way to do that as well. We might want to move this. I think I'm gonna pipe it underneath. Because we want it to be piped underneath. Okay. That works. There we go. Currently we have 3 funnels. Might only need 1 unset funnels, but I guess the brass funnels that's no easier to create. Right. Disconnect. Connect this. Of course, that will be an issue. So easy. Oh. Problem is it's gonna stop there, so we want to do that now. It's a simple solution. Oh yeah, we don't want that to happen. Maybe it needs to be a threshold. But then the thing is, we want. There's no water coming in now. Is that how wide we can have it? Wonder if that's the case. Okay, well, okay. Yeah, we want it to connect up there. So, practically speaking, gearbox. We want a gearbox going into there. I don't know. I think that's the solution. I could be wrong. Okay. This is even the first one, so. Okay, so we've got this set up. So you have a line here, you press it in, and it should be done that. The problem is, how do we stop it from... Because we want this to stop. Maybe we want to have it just flick off. Like as in we might want to have the gear shift. Ooh. Like we might want to have a gear shift here. Just so we go like that. Clutch. Clutch. We want it clutch. We want a clutch. Because then we want the clutch will stop it from going if, for example, okay, so say we have a threshold switch here. Oh yeah, we want the threshold switch to be here. We want a certain amount to be here, so we want like 8, for example. We put it in. We want the clutch to then go, okay, I detect that this 8 has gone out. And then it'll stop. And then what? We want a clutch because obviously otherwise the vines are just gonna fall off. There is a way, but it's not easy. I mean, there's omnidirectional hoppers as well. This is gonna confuse my brain, but I'm gonna have to do it. We have no vines in the system at the moment. That's because we are currently not taking any vines out. Right, clutch. we want the clutch to say, right, okay. But now we switched clutch off. But essentially the logic would be, okay, I've detected that there is items that there's some way to detect that X amount has gone out and then it's done. So we just do that. And that way the problem is it would also clutch that out. So technically we want to clutch a lot of that as well. I want the clutch to be we want the clutch to be here. That's essentially where we want it. Because then if that's here, we have items go into here. Item feed into here. Clutch stops. Threshold switch somewhere, maybe on here. Belt saying, okay, 64 has gone out. Stop. Because then, yeah. Brain, I think, should work. Who knows? Now, how to transport this kelp from one end of the base to the other without crying. I'm just trying to vision this. Because we want this to belt up to here. But, like, literally belt round it all the way around. How are we going to do this? Slightly annoying. If the belt goes into here, what that happens once, so we belt it, we want a vault to be here. So the next vault would be to, maybe doing this wrong. This is a bit of a junky setup. So let's place down the vaults and then let's think about this, because the last vault, one of these last vaults will be the belts, which is the mechanical crafter section. This is where the problem of, like, how do we transport the item from A to B? Because what we could do, is there a way? I mean, because if there is a way of moving a train up and down, and that's not a great idea. Because I was thinking, okay, we have belts just forward up to a vault. Vault goes up. But no, you can't do that. This is why I say the only way you could really feasibly make belts is by doing it here on the flat ground. But yeah, I'm going to take a quick break because I need to go to Lou and I'll have a think about this, because I know there's a way to do this. And how far do the vaults have to be? They have to be 3 blocks away. So I'm going to get the vaults, go for a BRB to go to Lou, and then think about what I need to do, because once we get the vaults in, we need to calculate how many vaults we're going to use. Oh, and there's a creeper. think the gunpowder might be in here. Is the gunpowder in the system? No. Okay. I think it might have got burnt out. Okay. Grab volts. Have we run out of volts? Have we? We had more than this. We might run out of volts. Okay. We've run out of volts. Very temporarily. Oh. I'm guessing you may have fell from God. That's just my only guess. unless it was somewhere else, in which case then RIP. Okay. Well, let's place in the first 3 anyway. This is nearly not going to be enough anyway, but 4, so it needs to be 3 away. And the next one is 3 along. Okay. Okay, so let's think about this. We have X amount of volts, and these volts all have 1 input. And I'm wondering if we need to belt this across, but let's think about this a little bit. We may have needed to flip that around. I think once we start visualizing this, we could flip the film around. That's not a problem. It's a very easy way of doing that. We just flip the gantry to go from A to B, and then having that depositor left to right. Yeah. So I think grass. So we have the first line of production. So the first line of production is the vines, which are here. The second line of production is the water. We automate. I have not checked how much water have we got left. I should double check. But once we start doing this, we're gonna start draining the ocean, I think, because this is so much here. It's like a couple of buckets at least. Let's see. So if we look at that. So the first thing we do is we need mechanical crafters going into this one. We would need mechanical crafters going into this vault here. Because that's the finalized. That should be belts. So this one would be rubber? No, this might be something else. This would be... The rubber should have a setup anyway. But then how else are we gonna move that to that? But I guess there'll be a way to do it, but... So we have cure rubber. So that's what we're having here. We're looking at this assembly right now. So we squish it down. We only need 100. So we're making quite a bit of rubber. Because This is 1,000. So yeah, needless to say, we are going way overkill with this. So this we then squish down. We get rubber. Rubber then gets transported over here. The vines are the hard part. Exactly. The vines are the hard part, which is why we have this set up. We have this set up, which is why essentially I think this would be this vault has to be shears. Because we're gonna need to put shears into the system here. We do shears, it presses down, then it goes into this one, which is rubber. Rubber goes into that, that's melted into here, that's cured rubber. Then this is that's shears, that's hemp. That is rubber here. Then this is cured rubber. Right here. And then this is belts. This I have no idea what this is. Some sort of it's locked. Just heads up. Yes. I was just as you do, you look through it and you go, oh, it does it this way. So the only way you would have to look it this way. We do need a dry kelp. So dry kelp, super smelter. This goes up here, goes in here. Super smelter, dried kelp. That might be a bit spaghetti, so we might want to move the vaults a wee bit. So this super melter would have to be here and goes into here. Dried kelp. Dried kelp gets put out, sent over here. Might move this, but yeah, it gets sent over to the next thing. Starts combining. We then get rubber. Rubber goes into here. Fibers, actually fibers should be in this one. Fibers should be absolutely in this one. Then you've got one over here. But yeah, then that means that the rubber gets in here. We then have another super smelter go into here. That's cured rubber. But then you might want to have the hemp on this side. The problem is JJ wants it the exact same setup each way, so that's why I'm having a bit of a difficult. It's also one back. It's like I wonder why it looks like this. But yeah. So repeating this is going to be difficult, but there is a way. I'm just trying to think of a solution. Think Factorio. Because yeah, we don't need a massive setup. Once the vines start outputting, they'll go into the respective containers. What's this? Split round robin. Oh, so what does that do? So 16 is 16. Okay, I understand. So we may have to just output this anyway. It goes into the processing. The processing happens. We need the kelp farm to move from here to up here. Is there a way? No, that's locked. That's locked. That's also locked. I'm just thinking, was there a way to think about this item-wise? about belting it up. Because building vertically, it's just really annoying. Because you'd think that building belts would be on the bottom and then you'd go up, 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 up. Because the farm down there would only need to go so high. Alright. I don't know. I'm gonna go for a quick break anyway, because I need to go to loop. I will find some way of doing this. So I'll be in a quick break and I'll be in a bit. Oh, I return. Okay, anyway, I have had a plan. The plan is easy and simple. And the plan is we're going to do creative testing. Because, for the love of me, I need to visualize how it works. I need to visualize how production produces. So if I hop into the creative world and then I switch over to this one. So I want to try test a couple of things. Cutie back. Yeah, I'm back. I went to Lou, had some more food because I had a bit more wraps left, so I thought I'd grab a wrap. So, wait, what's the thing? So I felt big package as well. So I have had my food. I am now going to get onto the creative world and then test the theory. Well, this is where I've been like, okay, so this works and this works. Welcome to me like trying to attempt things, including the farm. So vault. So for let's pretend that this is the thing. What we need is we need to create which is where. So we need a special crate. And that way we can figure out. So ooh, for stuff. So we have our vine farm. And we need funnel. And then we need belt. So we need shaft. So it doesn't seem to want to do it. Okay, so we have this. So it will produce forever. And infinitely. But the point I'm making here is, what if we then move this? So it's like that. So next is to put okay. Well, may have created infinite mess, but it works. So let's see. That's rude. We're currently in the process of adding all this. May need to stop the scenes for a minute. Cool. Let's clear our inventory. So we have our belt. We then have. What's it? Let's pretend that this is a. Doesn't matter what speed it's going at the moment, just matters what we figure out here. So we need pipes. And let's say for the sake of it, it's piping from this creative fluid. Say this is water. So this is, imagine this is the base. So we have this as such. So move it like so. Cog. So there we go. So we've done that. Now we want some way of adding the kelp. So for this one we want to add I might want to move this essentially. But okay, so we've added the seed. Just give them up there. But let's say it's connected up to this. There we go. And then we want the belt to go here. We I'm starting to see a problem with this. We're gonna have to pipe it up in the top, and I'll tell you why. The reason is because we have to, because this has to output. So this is just kelp. So my next thing is for this and this. We need to make kelp. And my next question is, can we do this? So. So we got it like that. I wonder. We need to shoot. I wondered. What? Right, okay, so. What if. I mean, there's no way of putting it in this currently. How about works? I've got an idea. So we can, by all means. Whoa, there's a raid. What? Hi, chat. Hi, chat. Hi, people. Yeah, you know what? You're going to be now designated in the chat. We are welcoming me. Oh, let's. You ring a bell. I remember you. You were from the pack that I don't want to name anymore because it sucks. But welcome in. Hope you're doing well. We are currently in the test world. Time set day. Hello, hello. Yeah. Hello, hello to you. Let's shout you out. Let's shout out to Melissa. I will butcher your name always. I remind me how to butcher it not butcher it next time. Hi chat, how you doing? My name is Jess. I can put her pronouns. We're from Nudemon. We are doing compression. How am I doing? I'm doing good. Whoa, follow. Crazy. Captain Leonidas, thank you for the follow. Yeah, Nudemon's fun. We're in compression, which is pain. No, it's not pain. It's fun. So compression is a expert pack. We're currently in the process of sort of testing some things out. I wanted to test if verticality was a thing, and it is. So I might have an idea. The idea is to make shoots, produce, send it up. So yeah, we're currently in process of making a farm in the compression zone. Lots of crate. Get ready for more crate. But if you do need to raid run, that's understandable. But if you want to quickly, it will be 2 seconds. I can quickly show you very quickly how mental our setup is. So if I quickly hop into here. 2 seconds. Then I got run. Yeah, 2 seconds. Yeah. Okay, so this is the top floor. This is our top floor. And then if we go quickly, without quickly, here is our whole entire setup. Look at this. Oh, it's so lovely. I mean, it's hard to see, but oh yeah, this is our entire compression setup. Wall, move out of the way, wall. Quick head hurt. Yeah. All this contraction was done by JJ. I've only done the farms because I only know the farms. But yeah, the whole point is the pack is expert. But yeah, if you do need to raid run, that's what the hexagons. This is the Hexlands mod. So the Hexlands mod is you have instead of procedural generation in Minecraft, you have like hexagons, It is so cool. So cool. You can make honeycomb bases, you can make all kind of bases. But yeah, we are currently in the process of setting up interesting, like set as a town vibes. Exactly. Exactly that. Yeah, if you do need to raid run, that's totally understandable. Thank you for sharing your community over here. But yeah, if those who also want to raid run, totally understandable. We are just going to be playing compression. We're going to be setting up some farms. We are enduring the pain of compression. It's an expert pack, you know, but it's fun because it's alright. I hope everyone's stream. Bye. Yes, sorry for keeping you. I just wanted to quickly show you my madness of machines. It would have been better if we quickly had it if we weren't in test world. But yeah, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Clap. Anyone else have missed? I think all good. Love the madness. Yes, welcome in, Clap. Reverend, Captain Leonidas, and welcome in anyone else. If I missed you, I think I've got everything. But yeah, we're currently in the process of making a fan. So yeah, we need to call the elevator, and we need to go down to make a fan. Because I have a genius idea. And that genius idea is to move this and have a chute go all the way up here. Okay, so if I do it like this. I've done it correctly, but gonna be able to tell. Unit. But yeah, we gotta push it up. Maybe a bit premature on the shells. Yeah, so we want the fan to go up here. We may need to make a ton of chutes. But it will work. It will work. I think, and I don't know if Miyagi is still here. If you are, do you know if having the chute visible like this will cause an issue with lag? Chat. Chat is not even centered. We can fix this problem. And the best bit, we can do this. I can take no damage. And no durability. Haha. Suckers. Okay. Okay, we presume that if we fan this up the way we're doing it, it should be fine. Why? That should be. That's good. There we go. So this should be one. Okay. Okay. So now we want the fan here, which to propel up. We're good. Yeah, that's the simplest solution. Make a vertical pipe. This is probably the most stupidest way to do it, but it's gonna be a fun way, you know? Shoots item into air. We need this to be on this Because we need it to go quite quick. Otherwise the items will take too long to, and despawn. Right, fan. Right. To make a fan, we need liversite, alloy, which requires this. Create this. Done. Pain. We need 2 of you. Okay. Now we can make a fan. I believe. Oh, we're still missing this bit. This is the sheets of iron. Wait, did I see that the recipe is slightly different here? Oh, no, input, okay. We still need to make the other stuff. Okay. We're kind of needing to get the next bit, which is we create. Yeah. Need to make the fan. We then need to make it. Where is this thing? 2. Think in a shaft. I think I've got everything. Radiator fan. That's kind of cool. Right. Alrighty, here we go. We have got a fan. We might want to lift this. I don't want to do that. Because it might be easier to do it. Like. There we go. And then we want it to be. Belt. And then we want it to be like this. I'm just like thinking how we connect this up. So this is not fast enough. I mean, we could connect up to the bell. It's kind of faster. I think it's finally time to. Here we go. There we go. Done. We pop this in here. Some way of doing this, okay. Need to think. Wait. I'm dumb. So we want vertical gear. I'm just wondering. I mean, it works. It does work. Still going somewhere. Might need a gear shift for this. It might be the other way around. Let's give it a try. We also need to make brass funnels. Brass casings. Mmm. Mmm. Why? Why? Who? Why? When? Where? It all comes down to brass casing. Right, okay. Right, this should work as is. I know there's a way to craft it, but I'm just lazy. I just like it doing that way because I'm so used to doing it that way. Right, boom. Windmaker. Right. I think there's only one way to test if this works. Yep. Yeah, no, that works. We want it to do the same. Yeah. We want maybe to do that and then connect it up with gear shift. So that will push up all the air. And then it will push it all the way up to here. Where then this will go here. And then it will funnel into here. That's where the comes. I think that's the only way we're going to be able to do it. So we need to make funnels. We need to make 1, 2, 3. We need to make 3 funnels. So make 3 funnels. Let's do the basics first. We need to make all that. We've got dry kelps, not a problem. We've got that. Just need to make the crude stuff. So to make that, we need glass. We're going to need to make some beetroot. Because unless there is something in this chest, we're going to need some. There is a simple solution to this. And that's why it's so good, man. But yeah, this is the least spaghetti kind of way I'm seeing it at the moment. The problem is we're going to have to do the same for the saying unless we find a way to expand this vault and move it over to here. Okay, there we go. I think we all have to take a stack. Let's join the game. This is cozy. For a second, I was like, oh, we need to make funnels, which are painful, but I remembered that we don't. It's not that painful. It would have been painful if we were. I don't know, but yeah. Go done. We go over here. Kind of a good thing we don't have hunger, because hunger would be so annoying right now. We do get some of these gases. Right, funnel. Right, we need quartz. I think quartz is standard. We just need redstone. Got this. Need to put stuff in them chests. Okay, I'm done. One, two, three, four. Okay, we can now make the things we need. Glass in here, riches in here. And brass. We make 8, which is kind of overkill, but good to make a few. They haven't made the carrot sound for this one, but I think we'll probably just keep it as is now. Because like we're not gonna make a mobile for every single floor. There we go. How do you make vaults? I say this and I know the recipe. Yeah, plates on. Yikes. Ugh. Annoying, but it's fine. We cry. Well, I think there's a few things we can do here. This is piping into here, which is kelp. So kelp is going here and here. Is there any other purpose for kelp? Make alga blend. Is that used for anything? Silver brick, is that used for anything? No, okay. Kelp, other uses. I can't test. Okay, so kelp is used for sea furnishes. So then that's used for test. Which is used for that. Yeah, which is used for that. Yeah, so kelp is really important. Paper. How do we get paper? Because I overheard that paper isn't sugarcane. Oh, it's bark. Right, okay. That makes more sense, actually. Well, Marcel fell down. So we need to hook this up. But how are we gonna hook this up? Because we could shaft it all the way over here. If possible. I mean, this is spaghettified already over here. This is some sort of nightmare already, so we might as well like expand it. So we need it to go all the way this way and then pipe it in that way. Because all the stuff that needs to be transported in is up here anyway. I've been called, chat. Bear with. And I am back. Sorry about that, chat. I did not expect to get a second call today. I think should be okay for the amount of calls now. Apologies there. But yeah. How long have we been live for? We have been live for 3 hours and 10 minutes. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Let's put it down. No, for some reason, unloading. Anyway, I got distracted. Okay, sorry about that. Right, sorry, back to the thing. We were getting this prepared. Which, yeah, vertical gearbox. Vertical gearbox. There is very little way to do it elsewhere. But yeah, we won't go too long. We'll still do full 4 hours, but I don't want to do too much longer. Because I am starting to get tired, and I worry that my availability is now stretching thin. Sorry. That was a thing. Let's see. We need to grab some more gearboxes. I think 16 should do it. We'll take one at a time and just we'll work it out because we need a couple and we might need a gear shift. We'll see. But we should be okay. It is a bit of a mess, but it's gonna be a mess. I think we could do chain drives here. I don't think we need that. Let's grab a chain drive because there's a simple solution to this, but I need to look at this one. Yeah, same solution here. Yeah, we can do a chain drive. Chain drive it across, and then we do it because then we're not gearboxing. We can just chain drive it. Right. Chain drive. To make another chain drive, you need iron. And I think I need 3? Question mark? I think 3 should do. We're gonna need more casing soon. Yeah, sorry about that, chat. We don't rarely get interrupted on stream. It just happens sometimes. So apologies there. I realized that this is one too short. Oh, this is correct. Weird. So let's do this. It's be hard to get it. But you can. Gonna have to head her out a bit. Oh, good thing there's not many blocks here, because then there's not many belts here. Do a pain to remove. Right, let's continue. I think we may need to move it a little bit, but we'll see when we get to this bit. Oh, Amber's joined the game. We're dead. I knew it. Don't. When is this respawn anchor coming? When is this respawn anchor? Easy solution. Don't drop down. I think we need that thing. We need that thing. We need to way setting that spawn closer. And again, it's not our base is not too far, so I'm not complaining too much. I got a beautiful behemoth. And this is to prep for all of this. Look at this, is beautiful. Our storage is gonna be amazing. We're gonna be needing so many disk drives. We're gonna need like to build and build and build and build and build and build. This gonna be. We're gonna automate everything needed to, and it would probably still won't be enough. Ooh. I forget this is a bell. Boing, boing, boing. Gave him a. Just last one people on. Then maybe JJ has one. My helmet is nearly broken. Again, like I said, I should just learn not to jump around. If you know me by now, I just go jump around and go yeet. Full floor. There we go. So again, this will matter depend on this, but again, we're not extending the vaults this way, so it shouldn't matter. We make shelves. No, we cannot. Okay. I want to test that idea. We just gotta extend it all the way. What rotation is it? It's going this way, so that should, if that's going that way, yeah, that should do it. We still haven't connected that bit yet. That's the next bit. And then we have a way to produce stuff. Let's go. Which is E. Okay. 10. Right, once this is set up, I think we'll test everything, make sure it works. If it all works and it's all ready to go, then we're good to go. Then I'll be happy. And yes, by the way, yes, it does say third floor, but it doesn't say if in the right format. I still haven't fixed that. Yeah, gear shift. Annoyingly. Or we move it. Or we move it. Quinichi knows. Worst timing for it. Still good. I thought maybe it's the right that it has to go from that side, but okay. Gear shift. Bugger. The gear shift. What? So many gear shifts. Just redstone. Okay. We still need some anyway for later. We need to make liver. Is there a spell? What's it? I don't know if, yeah, it's still here again. She might be looking. But the recipe for levers. You should be omnidirectional. It should make sense that the cobblestone's on the top, not the bottom. I feel like that's a vanilla recipe, but it's like, levers should have multi-directional crafting. Okay, there we go. Okay, sorted. So that is... oh god, this is so cursed. Hey, this is fine though. We're right there. I don't know what you're talking about. No other change route? We need more iron. Okay, iron. No. Now to witness. Now to bear witness. Does it work? Chat. Chat, we did it. We've created verticality in Minecraft. Problem is that we need to have a threshold switch. Because otherwise, yeah. So we'll do the same threshold switch as the one that's down there. I do love that, but it is eventually gonna go. So volt. Go. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. This is still empty. Ooh. Wait, it's like that. How do you do that? Okay. Think. That's how it looks. Think. Remember. Okay, I remember. Okay. Well, it works. And if you, if somebody comes along here and flicks that, I will just go back on the belt. Okay, that works. Okay, let's go. Alright, that's good. We've done it. We've made a kelp. Kelp transfer. We have created curse. WTF? Did you do a walk again, Cam? No. No? Question mark. I'm confused. Sheep. Sheep? Oh, the Aggie. Sheep. Sheep. I am so confused. It wasn't intentional. Oh no. Oh my god, it's gonna be an like, alright. Oh fuck. Oh shit. I was trying to do the smart thing and did not do the smart thing. Ooh. Oh my god, it's gonna be so much kelp on the floor. Oops. That is a mistake. That is a mistake. Oh no. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Quickly go. Oh god, there's gonna be so much kelp on the floor. Oh. I was just trying to see if I could do the thing and... Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yep, no, that's me. Fuck, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, go, go, go. No. Alright, quickly, 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 quickly. Go, 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 go. Oh my. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. There is so many. Save as much kelp as you can. Oh. Oh. Holy shit. Relax. Oh. That's indeed us. We need to we need to quickly take a screenshot. F2. Okay. There's still so many items on the floor. Oh. If we tidy up like this. Oh fuck. Oh crap. Well, good thing is the vault will get up at a time. Right now we just need to grab everything else. Yeah. 5 stacks of time should be cleaned up in like minutes. 384. Mmm. Mmm. Okay. There's still so much left. think we're gonna need to make a chute and just dump what we can. Cause yeah. Cause yikes. Right. We need to grab an omnidirectional hopper. We got 5 minutes to let all these spawns. Right, okay. We don't have hopper, but what we do have is this. Crap. Uh. Uh. Okay. That should stop it for a little bit once we're getting back to the surface. Eventually it will even out. Oopsies. I mean, it's going down, which is good. Which means hopefully there will be enough to... Oh, god. We may need to make another hopper. The good news is it actually has done a good job here. It's actually done a pretty good job here. We just need to get another thing and do it. That will solve the problem temporarily until the things until it gets 1 second. Okay, there you go. Okay, we have a solution. The solution is fine. We managed to stop farming. And that is why when you're building out of things, you do not change your mind about things later on. Yeah, it's doing a really good job on this. That's good. The good news is it's took it out of the vault, which is really good. Okay. Right. Okay, I think we'll need to stop this from going for a second. Same goes for this. I have no idea how we were able to do this so quickly, but we managed to do it. All we have to do now is we'll have to shoot it back into the system. May need to make a smart observer. A smart shoot, but I don't think it will matter too much. We have a funnel. It will back up a wee bit, but it is better than nothing. We disable it for a bit until it comes down. Non-base? I don't know what you mean. Oh, I can see it. Okay. Jesus Christ. We managed to save this. The very last minute we managed to save it. It's because we had to shift. That's why. Right, so let that do its thing. Yeah. Oh, we could edit it a little bit. I think I like it the other way around. We just wait for this empty. Yep. Okay. We just filter this, and until we need to use it, we just keep it filtered because it's currently overstocked, and yeah, we need to just build the rest of the farm before we do anything else. Oh God, that was entertaining, to say the least. Right, okay. Orders, create. Don't do that. Okay, living. Yeah. I'm going to put a sign there just saying don't unfilter until Jess is sorted. So. Don't unfilter until Jess complete. There you go. Just don't unfilter until it's sorted, because we need it to, yeah. Essentially do that. Anyway, um, yeah, I think after that ordeal, I think I'm gonna call it there. That was hell enough. Um, mm, that was very fun. No, that was horror. Uh, right. So, we are going to raid. Ooh, there's a couple of people we could raid. We could raid Niagi. Right. Yeah, we could raid Niagi. Um, we can Kirby stream. Kirby streaming. Kirby stream. What Kirby doing? Kirby is on steampunk. Ooh. Oh, we could go see Kirby. Kate's doing some Reaper. We did raid Kate last time. That does look quite fun to fit. Reese is live. Vampiria. Vampira's doing grid tech. You know what? I think we go raid Vampira. Unless she doesn't allow raid targets. In which case we will go, we cry and we sit in the corner. Sorry if it's such a short stream. We don't normally go up to 4 hours, but I said I was going to go up to 4 hours, but that thing stressed me out. I'm like, no. Oh. Ha, ha, ha. Oopsies. That was not slash raid. That is, I was supposed to do it the other way around. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow. Not tomorrow. We'll be back Wednesday. Sorry. We'll be trying create ancestry. So I wanted to try out. But yeah, we're gonna read from here. They were cool. They did great tech. And I thought we'd send our viewers over there. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry for the chaos. But yeah, we'll work on the belts and try and work out what we're doing next stream. This is going to be a long process. I think it'll be me and JJ thing when we kind of sort of sit together and sort of plan out the whole production line, but we kind of got an idea what we need to do. Alright, thank you so much for tuning in. You have been wonderful as usual. I will see you all next week. Next week? Wednesday!